Hi, it's Amelia from Line Academy, and today we're going to be talking about considering the regional locations when you're applying for university.
On today's Line Research.
So a lot of people may think that the regional location does not matter. This is exactly what I thought when I was applying to colleges. But later on, there are times where I kind of regret my decisions by choosing the wrong locations. Like the weather actually does matter in a way, more than you actually think about it. And especially for an international student, since you're away from home, it kind of does affect you. First, I want to talk about if you're into urban or if you're into less urban areas. For me, I chose Boston because I just knew that it was kind of urban area. A lot of people, they liked the urban area, which is why they choose universities that are in big urban cities, such as University of Chicago or NYU. But there were times where a lot of my friends from other schools talking to me about how they kind of wanted to move towards suburban areas or vice versa actually. So even in suburban areas, one thing to know is that there isn't much to do outside of university, and the party scene can actually be huge though. So that is one thing, like the whole party scene can be big, but when you're in urban areas, there's a lot of things to do. And also you just need to kind of consider either way you want to go west or east, because being in the West Coast, if you like the sunny feeling and being hot all the time, that is kind of what you should be choosing for. For me, I really like summer. That was not the thing that I really considered. When I was applying to colleges, I was just mainly being like, oh, I just want to go to a good college. That was all I was looking for. But now looking back, oh, I should also think about the weather when I was applying, because seasonal depression is actually real. You can kind of like be depressed in a way. For me, when I was in Boston, there was a lot of rain. The weather was really bipolar. It was dark all the time. We were wearing North Face puffer jackets until April. I didn't think that that was real, and I didn't really research deeply about Boston's weather. So that is just one thing to kind of consider, because that actually does affect you in a way. For me, I kind of did not enjoy my stay because of that. I was looking forward to warm weathers. And also one of my friends, she did actually get seasonal depression because it was so dark and there was not much sun and it was always raining or windy. So those are some things that to consider. But on the other hand, my other friend, she really enjoyed the east weather where it was like kind of cold and windy. So it's really your preference, but I just want to say that like this is not something that you should just look over. You should actually consider, since you're away from home, you can be homesick. So these small weathers can actually make a difference in the enjoyment of staying in that area. So the next topic is staying home or being far away from home. This kind of doesn't really count towards international students, as you are gonna be far away from home unless you're gonna go to a Korean university. But when you're in America, like a lot of students actually enjoy being near home, and a lot of my friends actually regret moving away from home because it was actually really convenient. For my first year of college experience, in a way, I think like it would have been so much easier if I was actually near the college. A lot of my friends, they had such a great experience because they could go back home anytime they wanted. And you do really get homesick in the first year of college because you're adjusting to the whole college environment, and that is really real. And also it is convenient when you're moving in and moving out because your parents are there to help you, or like you have places for storage, so you do not have to pay for extra storage. If you are someone who lives in the States, that is something really to keep in mind. So people like to move away from home just to like feel a different vibe and just to get a new experience at a different state. But in a way, there's that convenience you have having your family and your house nearby. So that is also something you should consider. And this is all coming from like personal advice, since all my friends kind of talk about these kind of things. Next, I want to talk about traveling home. So a lot of international students, mostly all, they return to wherever they're from during the summer break or winter break, but that is not necessarily the case. Now, I kind of want to introduce like the topic for like pre-med students if you're doing research. A lot of students stay during like summer breaks and winter breaks in the US because of that reason. And obviously, it's your option to do so. For me, right now, I finished my first year and I'm back here in Korea, but I'm thinking for my second year, I'm fully staying in the US during the summer break, I believe. That might change, but that also depends on your situation. But all I just want to say about this is that if you do miss your family, it is good to sometimes just take breaks and come back home. But if you have other priorities, that should also be a top priority of staying where you should be. Thank you so much for watching. I hope my personal advice actually helped you in making the decisions for where you want to apply for college. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!